EO. And you're not
hey,
there, like always. But on that
welcome
background,
to the new meta, episode 16. What do we got working with today?
You're at BlizzCon.
I'm at BlizzCon.
Notice
Who's
I'm
not at
not.
BlizzCon?
Yeah.
Who's not at BlizzCon?
I am not.
Oh man, let's do the introductions, and I'm going to get in on this story. My name's ThaPChild. My co-host Lord Fluffy.
Yeah.
Welcome to the new meta, episode 16.
16. Sweet 16.
16. I know, that's awesome. Yeah. So, what about this BlizzCon? What is BlizzCon?
You know, I don't know. It's
this little convention thing
Blizzard hasn't invited me to yet. It's weird.
Yeah. So we had this deal. I was like, "Yo, Fluff, you gonna go to BlizzCon?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to BlizzCon." I'm like, "Sweet, I'm gonna try to go too." Set your alarm Saturday.
Yep.
We'll get some tickets.
Yep.
We stayed up until I stayed up until 5 a.m. We were streaming. We were playing WoW together. I was carrying you a little bit, trying to get you some gear. You know.
I don't remember that.
And then at like 5 a.m., I'm like, I'm gonna go to bed. And this guy over here. Just like, I'm still juiced up. Let's keep going.
Yep.
So I wake up and I'm messaging you about 20 minutes till the tickets go on sale. Yo, you up? You ready to get your ticket?
Yep.
Silence.
Comatose, dude.
Silence. I go through the process. I got my ticket. I'm like, yo, I got my ticket. About 20 minutes later, I get this. Crap. Overslept.
Yeah. So lesson learned is never play WoW.
Never play WoW?
Or play with ThaPChild. One of those two things.
Yeah,
I haven't quite
one of the
figured
two. One of the two. Oh man, that's too funny. I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a fun experience. I've never been to any con. I've never been to a Comic Con, or I hear Dragon Con's really cool.
I've never been one either. Never will.
So I'm excited. I'm excited. So if you guys know how to get tickets, man, you know, if you got some nudge with Blizzard, hook your boy Fluff up. Yeah. Let's talk about some stuff we didn't get to last week.
Yeah.
We were too busy. There's another small band wave happened.
Yeah, it's actually, I mean, it's small, but like much bigger. So they've had two so far on NA. The first one was like one person. And the second one, I mean, it's a good amount of people. I was I went from like rank 10 to rank 6.
Yeah, I moved up about 15 slots.
Wow.
So
because that was Crusader, right?
Crusader, yeah. I moved up about 15 slots.
The worst.
And I mean, that's pretty significant, man. That's a decent amount. And I'm still skeptical about some peeps that are on there, but it's I gotta think they're hand picking them at this point, though. I don't think there's like a bot detection. I don't know. I don't know. I would love some transparency on that. They can't give it to us, obviously, but man, what would I give to be a fly on the wall in the Blizzard band department? You know?
Yeah. But yeah, there's definitely still rats on the board, no question.
Yeah.
But some people replied to some of our questions. We didn't even get to them last week. So the question from 2 weeks ago was for gem ideas.
Okay.
And one person came through pretty heavily. Jordan Vaughn. What do you think about some of these? So Gem of Ease, monsters grant 500 additional XP multiplied by difficulty. Upgrading increases bonus by 50, but the rank 25 bonus increases experience gain by 500% when not in a party.
Yeah, that's good, but it needs to be able to go in any slot too.
Gem of Ease can go in your jewelry, right? Can it? Or is it only weapon?
I think it's only weapon, but I'm saying throw it in your pants or something, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you need those legendary gems, and you need that gem in your weapon. Like, those are really important.
Yeah.
You could lose a resist gem out of your legs, or a strength or something like that.
For sure.
But yeah, I like that. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I like that idea.
Anything that brings quite a bit closer to,
and it's percentage based, so it would scale with the difficulty of rifts you're doing.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
As long as it never got greater than like groups. Yeah. Because groups should be the meta. You should be encouraged.
Yeah, you should encourage group play. And I think Blizzard's smart enough to do that.
Right.
That sells copies of the game. You want your buddies to play with you.
Yeah.
So
Ice Blink increased cold. So like he kind of like expanded upon how like it kind of feels like there's no elemental gems in it. So you kind of took to that with some of these other ones, and I really, really like it. Increases cold damage by 10%. It's the base effect. Upgrading increases it 0.5. And the rank 25 bonus. Freeze effects do not have diminishing returns. That would be dope.
That could be a little OP.
Yeah.
You could permastun for sure.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that in meta play? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, everything just be frozen 100%.
Everything would be frozen 100% of the time. Yeah.
But only within in range of the Z-neck. Like you could still die. Like, and it happens even if they're definitely that effect out. But yeah,
that'd be crazy.
Mirror Nay, increase hold damage by 10% and the 0.5% for every level after, which I like. Rank 25 bonus to smite a nearby enemy for X% holy damage whenever a holy skill is used, which is certainly like more than a proc chance, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So that could be cool as long as that could X% is nice. So
it's usable.
I'm liking these so far. Moratorium increased fire damage by 10% and blah blah, increasing it by every rank. Rank 25 bonus, enemies killed by fire damage burn to ash, causing nearby enemies to be blinded for 3 seconds, which is kind of interesting.
That is interesting. You could get some. There are some blind only legendary items, I believe, aren't there? So maybe you could incorporate some of those things that are never used ever. You know. So yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that one, but I like a fire damage bonus. I would hate for like, so like this sounds really good, the Mirne and the Ice Blink is obviously sounding OP, and then you get to the fire one and it's like, well, that sounds okay. I don't know if you had like a build in mind with that.
Yeah, you kind of get into an OP contest at any point though, you know.
All right, Wreath of Lightning is the same, but with lightning damage. Rank 25, enemies who receive lightning damage become magnetic to each other. So like it gathers them for you.
That'd be pretty dope. I actually like that. That's pretty dope. That could, on a whirlwind barb, that could be pretty. I mean, they alady have gathering abilities.
I mean, anything.
That would be fun. That'd be fun.
Pain Enhancer is the physical damage gem with ranks per level, and rank 25 is bleeding enemies receive additional X% damage from your abilities. Like Rend, Exploding Palm. Yeah, all that stuff. That'd be cool. I like it. Yeah,
some of those are really good. Actually, the Wreath of Lightning one I think is really, really good idea. So mechanically, I don't know if they can implement it.
Right. Invigorating Gemstone. I mean, at the very least, with these elemental gems, like how easy would that be? Just base damage. I mean, at least that way you're like, wow, there's a lot more gems that are usable.
Right.
Yeah. Invigorating Gemstone reduces your damage done by 100%. Upgrading reduces the damage reduction by reduce your damage done by 100%.
It must be taken. Maybe.
Okay. I think this is gonna be like the support gem. So rank 25 bonus is allies receive 50% of your damage, toughness, life regen, and movement speed. So you use this gem and you're like full support, which I'm down. Better than invigorating gemstone now, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Movement speed, the T13 gem, which would be increased movement speed by 10%. Upgrading increases by additional 0.5. And the rank 25 bonus is automatically pick up crafting materials.
Oh my god, you dirty dog!
Everyone loves that shit, dude.
You dirty dog! You would have to use that gem. You would have to use that gem.
Right. So
every T13 build would be like, got to do it.
Yeah. Avarice and new T13 gem.
And this
and the traps. Yeah. That's everyone would use.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
It sounds good. I think it would be cool. So going off the one he had, the invigorating up above, I think that's a cool idea, and that's a way to fully 100% dedicate a class to support. And they could expand on that and even create another gem or repurpose a gem for tanking too. Right. I think it would be cool to see like a Crusader meta where the Crusader is an actual tank and can hold aggro. So, and with a combination of like the Wreath of Lightning gem that pulls everything together, and then you had some kind of gem that retains aggro on you, like that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
sure.
Yep. Sure.
And then we had some responses to the theme seasons, which would, if it were
one second though, before we go. Good job, Jordan. I like those ideas, man. I just want to shout them out.
Thought out.
Yeah, Jordan. Good stuff, man.
But yeah. So Kire 217 gave some season theme ideas. So last week, if you guys weren't around, we talked about how maybe every season going forward is based on the 7 deadly sins, and so there's 6 left.
Okay.
and these are some of the ideas people had. This guy is all about doubling stuff. So sloths would be double keys. Wrath would be double pylon. Duration plus double pylons.
And greater rifts. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Lust would be double crafting mats of all types.
We're gonna get that next season, but yep.
You think double crafting mats is what we'll get next season?
That's where my money's at.
I would say
my money's on double mats.
double bounty mats would be my guess.
That's what it said, isn't it?
It says double crafting mat.
Oh, crafting mats.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was thinking bounty mats. My bad.
Envy double primal drop rate. I think of all the seasons, I'd be more excited about primal, like increased primal drops. I think. Well, double bounty mats would be really good too, because then you have control. I don't know. Gluttony, double the chances for legendary gem upgrades. But still, you reach a cap at a certain point. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pride, double challenge rift rewards, an absolute must-have kicker. Only use leaderboard clear builds. What? So I guess so you can only use push builds?
Oh, the challenge rift.
The challenge rift is only
has to be.
Yeah.
Has to be leaderboard builds.
Okay.
I like some of those. I think some of those are I think already guaranteed. Like I think double bounty mats that's going to be season 15. Like I'm taking bets on that. Double XP. Do you think we're going to get double XP?
Why would you take bets on that being the next thing?
I just think it. I don't know. I don't have like it's already implemented in the game. They've already done it before. So the code's already there. Easy win. Just flip a switch. It's not going to affect. So I think the rat meta is extremely broken for experience grind. And I think if they turn on double XP in a season with rats, it's going to get ridiculous really fast. And I think the double bounty mats is the lesser of the two evils. And what else do they have? Like they could do double drop rates, but again, I think that kind of screws the season up a little bit. I think they're going to do them all eventually, though. I think we're going to get double XP, double drop rates, and double bounty mats. But I just think double bounty mats is next. If I'm betting, that's where my money's going.
I don't know. So I think they could do double bounty mats, but after that, if they do like double anything, like it's like people are just gonna be like, why is your solution is always double? Like it's Blizzard's thing, right?
They're not gonna punish you. There's going to be no punishments.
No, yeah, for sure, no punishments. But
so. And I think it's going to have to be something that's already coded in the game. I don't think we're going to get new stuff.
Right.
So what have they done? Double gold would be like, useless. Write it off. I don't even care. Right. So it's got to be bounty mats, experience, legendary drops. And then what else is left?
Primal. I mean, Primal's not technically legendary drop.
Yeah, they could probably tweak that number pretty easy, I would assume. That's it. Yeah. Can't think of anything else. No. So they're going to have to, if they're going to roll with this theme season stuff. They're
Chat says triple, quadruple.
Quadruple goblins. Right. I don't know. Like, so we were talking about this a little bit the other night. I'm going to miss the double goblins. Like at first I was like, this is stupid. This isn't really noticeable. But when you get at the start of the season, getting a double blue gobby pack, it does make a difference. It does make a little bit of a difference.
Yeah. I mean, I would be surprised if they got rid of anything going forward. Like, I feel like double goblins will just carry over.
You think we're going to keep it next season?
Yeah.
I don't think so. We're going to get double bounty mats. It's just going to flip. Just that switch off, switch on.
Because that would mean that they have to take double goblins out. It's like more work. Or they could just give us double something else, and it's like half the work.
I literally think it's a switch. I think they have an on-off button for it, like on-off.
Probably just a number value. They changed to 2 instead of 1.
Yep, exactly.
All right. Next, Sir Phoenix Knight has his own ideas. Gluttony is double XP. Lust is everyone's doing doubles. Lust is double drops. Wrath is deal double damage. Which, god damn.
That would be so broken. Oh man.
Pride is take
I would love it though.
Damage. Take double damage.
That sounds horrible, dude.
Yeah. Sloth, no movement speed boost. So you're at 0.
Oh, dude.
Even
no.
with
Like nobody would play. Blizzard wants people to play the game.
Yeah.
Double damage, nobody's playing. and Sloth, nobody's playing. Would you rather play with double damage or no movement speed?
Double damage.
I think so too.
What,
that no movement speed.
Double damage or no movement speed? Is that weak? Why wouldn't you know? Everyone would pick double damage. Like it's a buff. No movement speed is a nerf.
No. Take double damage. Take double damage.
Oh, I would take double damage. Yeah.
I would take double damage over no movement speed because even if I'm doing lower rifts, at least I feel like I'm doing something. Yeah. You know, I'm not creeping through the instance.
And then envy is no ancients, just primals and normal legendaries. So every ancient drop is a primal.
Or so does that mean that the drop rates on ancients are gone and it's like that rare 1% primals?
I don't know. I would think that.
Or are we going to get primals dropping like candy?
Right. I could see them doing that. Like if they did like the very last season before Diablo 4, and they're like, okay,
I could see double damage too. Turn them all on. The last season before Diablo 4, turn them all, dude. Yeah. Double bounty mats, double goblins, primals like candy.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Although double damage, kind of like
primals like candy.
Forever break non-season. Not that anyone really cares about non-season, but
right. I'm sure somebody out there's like, I care.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Oh, now that you mentioned that, I said last week, like PoE, like I feel like they overcomplicate things. Oh my god.
You got destroyed.
Feedback from the 2 or 3 PoE players we have watching. Jesus. Like, I want to make something completely clear. When you guys watch a podcast, you're gonna get the opinion of the people on the podcast. Like, we're sharing our opinion. That's what this is. It's just an opinion, guys. Like, calm down. And you can disagree, and I would love for you guys to disagree. I love when you guys
disagree a lot.
We disagree, and I like it when chat disagrees, and when you guys come over to YouTube and you make a comment like, "Hey, Fluff, I disagree, and here's why," and it's an actual intelligent, formulated thing, and I'll read it, and I do read it. But when you're like, "You fucking idiot," it's just like, all right, we're done here.
Those are the best ones, man.
Yeah.
I think we disagree on a lot of viewpoints, and I think it's cool to see other sides. You've changed my opinion on things before, where we've been talking, and I'm like, you know what, that's a good point.
Yeah, I don't think you've ever changed mine. Ever.
Yeah, I know. That's I'm still dead from that dungeon we did a while back.
So. Oh yeah, did you get res dude or what?
No, I'm still dead.
Okay, cool. Yeah, good comments. Appreciate the feedback.
Let's switch from that unless you got more. Is that we have more?
That's it.
We got more. When did this drop? I don't even know when this dropped. It feels like everything drops on Wednesday, the day after the podcast.
Yeah.
So we got more confirmation. And I said on last week's podcast, I went back and actually watched it to hear my exact quote. And I said, I would be extremely fucking disappointed if Diablo 3 comes to Switch and that's one of the projects. What happens on Wednesday?
I think it was like Thursday, I think.
Yeah. Diablo 3 gets announced on Switch.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And this changes everything in my mind. It really does. And here's my logic behind this.
No, I'm with you.
Diablo 3 getting confirmed on Switch really has me nervous about a Diablo 4 announcement at BlizzCon. And the reason for that is I feel like how could marketing promote, buy Diablo 3 on Switch, it's awesome, and then say, oh, and by the way, Diablo 4 is coming soon. They're not going to do that. There's no way they're going to do that because it's going to hurt the sale of Diablo 3. So in my opinion, I think our chances of getting a Diablo 4 announcement got extremely lessened. And I think the only way it's going to happen is if they just put like a very brief D4 is coming soon, 2020 or later, 2021. Like they have to give this huge time window to make people think, well, it's okay to buy D3 on Switch because I have 2 years before Diablo 4 comes out.
Wait. So you were assuming that you thought there was a chance that they were going to announce Diablo 4 this BlizzCon and it's going to be ready soon?
I thought that they would announce Diablo 4 at this BlizzCon with maybe a 19 date. Maybe. Like, I know I'm dreaming. But maybe a 19 date, right? Like, we can have dreams, right? You know,
sure.
So I'm like 19 maybe. There's no way. There is absolute no way we're getting this before late 2020 now. There's no way.
Why?
No way. Because they can't sell D3 on Switch and announce that D4 is coming soon. Who's going to buy it? Why would you buy an old game?
You don't think if it's Q4 2019 that people would buy Diablo 3 on Switch? You'd be like, oh.
I think it hurts their marketing. At least if it is, they're not going to say it at BlizzCon.
Okay, there's no way Diablo 4 is going to be on console. I would just be flabbergasted.
Yeah, it is, dude. Are you crazy?
And if it is, it's going to be like later. It's going to be later like it was in D3.
Maybe, but it's definitely coming to console. I just don't think... I really think that this shifted the launch in my mind. Like, we're not going to get the D4 announcement at BlizzCon. We're going to get more content for Diablo 3. Like, let's think about, they're going to sell, we talked about this. I did some math. Let's say that they sell 1 million copies at $60 each, right? And I know that they don't make $60 on every sale. There's overhead and all this shit, but we're just going to be nice. Let's say they make 1 million copies at $60 each. That's $60 million bucks, okay? That they're going to make on Diablo 3. If they produce an expansion for D3, now they're going to get PS4 sales, Xbox sales, Switch sales, and PC sales. They've just added another million potential buyers to their market for D3. They've strengthened their will to, or their desire to want to put out more D3 content. I think we're getting D3 content now.
I 100%. Couldn't disagree more. This is crazy. So
yeah, dude.
This announcement troubles me for completely different reasons. Because to me, them being like, okay, let's release it for Switch. It's completely confirmed on Switch now. To me, it makes me worried that they do feel like, okay, this is Diablo 3. This is our final package. This is our swan song. Let's put it on Switch because we don't have to worry about like patching it down the road because like we're just, you know, no big deal. We're done. And it's not like the Switch is going to perform the same. So it's not like it's going to get like the double. I would doubt if it got like the double bounties and all that shit that we're getting on. Because I don't think, is there going to be seasons on Switch? I don't even know how it works.
You can't, but you can't drop it on Switch and not support it.
Yeah, you don't have to though. Because
but you
what
do.
They could be saying,
do.
No, hang on. Because they could
That's
be
a bad
saying,
taste.
they could just be saying like, okay, here's the game as it exists right now. And that's what we feel like is our final product for D3. And then they don't ever have to patch it again. Why would they?
Because then they're going to say Nintendo, like here's our first Nintendo product in 16 years. Take this as it is, and that's it. That's all you get. Like,
yeah,
dude, they're going to be like,
but
hey, we got Druid coming. Nintendo get hype. I know. I think it just opens the door. That's another console for them to get money from. Like, give me your money. Let's throw Druid in there and get your Druid.
Okay, this makes no sense to me because you're saying like why would they launch D3 for console and then announce D4 like Q4 next year? But then they're saying like, okay, people are going to buy the game for like $40, $50, $60 now, and then like next month at BlizzCon they're going to be like, oh, by the way, here's an expansion for Diablo 3. Like, I know you just bought the game, but like we're gonna make you they're not gonna money.
They're gonna confirm. They could confirm expansion coming in 6 months or 8 months. It's not uncommon for expansions to drop 6 months after a title launches. That's very normal.
Sure.
So we get the Switch announcement, which was probably supposed to happen at Gamescom, but they got leaked. So the Switch announcement happens at Gamescom, which is right now, and then BlizzCon comes and they say, Diablo fans, we got this juice for you. Check it out. Here's, Druid, or here's a whole full-fledged expansion, something. And they say, and at the end, it's like coming to PC, Switch, Nintendo, or, PlayStation, Xbox. Now they have a whole new console to get those extra expansion sales.
I mean, that would be neat. Don't get me wrong, but the part of me
and then like, no D4, and then
like,
no D4, man. We're not gonna get it. We're not gonna get it.
I just feel like
I don't know.
With this, they're saying it's a final package.
It does look cool though. I'm not gonna lie. So I've seen the gameplay trailers. There's gameplay trailers leaking out. People playing it, and like, man, it'd be cool to have it on my Switch.
Looks cool. Have you never seen Diablo on a console before? Does that look cool? I mean, I don't know. To me, it's like
it's not PC, but it's like it looks cool because it's on the Switch and it's portable. That's what I'm saying. Like when I play my Switch, I'm not playing on my big ass TV. I'm I'm holding it and I'm traveling, and like I'm thinking about, okay, if I'm, you know, going on vacation or I'm on an airplane flying for work, whatever, I can play Diablo. Kind of cool.
Why would you?
Is it 60? I wouldn't though. That's the thing. Because it's not cross save.
Why the heck would you, man? It's just, that's ridiculous. No one ever, even like the people that are like, I feel like are super positive on every Diablo decision. Like even they are like, are you kidding me? Like this, we're getting Diablo on Switch. Like who cares?
If it supported cross save, would you be on it?
I mean, how would that even work? So I get to like save and then I could play offline?
You just you log in.
But you're not logging in. It's Switch is offline.
No, they have online on Switches, dude.
They're not gonna have. It's gonna be like a peer-to-peer thing. It's not
peer-to-peer.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. No, it can't be. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
So
it makes me sad. It does make me a little sad. So let's talk about the details that we do know, though. There is going to be, there are no cross saves. You can play on one Joy-Con.
Cool.
You got the audio going for this?
No, I don't. I'm just playing.
Okay. So you can play on one Joy-Con. Like, I guess the only point to that is so you can do like multiplayer local, right there on the same screen.
Yeah,
maybe.
Oh, that's how it works right now on console. Like everyone plays on the same screen.
On the same screen, and then you got. So the cool things that I think a lot of people are going to be upset about, and I don't know if it's cool, but they got a Ganon transmog from, Zelda, a Triforce banner thing, and isn't there something else? I thought there was one more.
No
cosmetic.
Idea. You're talking cosmetics right now. You lost me.
You lost you. I don't know.
I don't.
Let's think. Okay, name a positive from this. Let's be positive. What is a positive for D3 coming to Switch?
It brings more people to the Diablo universe.
Okay, I'm with you.
And more people to, maybe get hyped for Diablo 4, regardless of what platform they're going to play on. And hopefully, if they're making this all platforms for Diablo 3, it's not going to be cross-platform for Diablo 3. It's just not. And maybe Diablo 4 will be. And so
I don't see cross-platform working between PlayStation and Xbox, but maybe like Fortnite where they do PC and a console.
Yeah,
sure. That would be cool, I guess. Like the console controls so much differently. I don't know how you could do that.
Yeah, I don't know. And they've talked about it. I have an article here. They said that like, Blizzard's talking about making it cross-platform from Switch to PC, just from Switch to PC.
Are you stupid?
And I'm just like, no freaking way, dude. The only reason that this is even a thing is like because they want people to buy it.
Clickbait.
Yeah. It's like, they're thinking about making a crossplay, so people are like, I'll get on Switch because then I can play with my PC friends. There's no way they're gonna do that.
I just think that this ruins the D4 announcement for me, man. It killed so much of my hype. It really did, because I think from a marketing standpoint, regardless, if they're like D3 on Switch, buy it today, Diablo 4 coming soon, I think that leaves a bad taste in your mouth if you're thinking about buying it on Switch.
I don't know. I feel like to me, their demographic is obviously people that are Switch owners, like that can finally jump into like the Diablo universe, but that could also be like hardcore Diablo players that have always wanted to have like portable Diablo. So they're going to buy it no matter what. And if you have a Switch, like there's not a lot of good games on Switch, man. There's like Zelda, Mario, and like Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm with you.
So this is like, there's no other game really besides like.
There's nothing in that market on any portable console, period, at this level.
I think that's Skyrim now, actually. I don't even know.
But that's not ARPG, though.
Right. It's not multiplayer.
Yeah. Right. So I don't know. That was the big news that we got this week. I was disappointed, man. I really was.
Yeah. I mean, I think everyone was like.
I said that, my thing was they could have spent that money on developing more content for the players they already have. The loyal players that already bought their product, they could have gave them more content and let them buy more stuff. And it is cool that they're bringing it to Switch to maybe bring new blood into the Diablo franchise. That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I also heard that they took an 8-person development team to port it, which seems extremely small to me. and it took them, or 9 people, and it took them 8 months. So, it cost them $1 million to port. Let's say each one made $100,000 a year. That's probably a decent salary. 10 people, $1 million to port it. If they sell 1 million copies on Switch, which they won't, but if they sell 1 million copies on Switch, that's 60 million off $1 million investment minus overhead.
Yeah.
Say they get 50% profit, that's still 29 million that they could have made just on stash space.
Yeah,
Blizzard, are you listening to us? Could you just give us stash space? We'd buy $60. I'd pay you $60 for double stash space.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people. Yeah, we could talk. We're not gonna talk. We're gonna have 1 week where we don't talk about stash space.
Too late.
Jesus
okay.
Christ.
Let's look at the Gamescom schedule.
Real quick though.
Okay.
What demographic do they think that they're marketing for when they came out with this video? Did you watch the video?
I did, man. It was. Whew.
It is so cringe.
You know what it is though?
What?
I honestly feel like this was a reaction video to the leak. I don't think that they were prepared. I don't think that was a planned leak. Like, some leaks feel like they did that shit on purpose.
I don't think this. Get this guy from the, I'm sure his time is very valuable, and they get him to
he pulls a Switch out of a cardboard box.
No, I'm not saying it's high production value.
It doesn't have any screen on it. He didn't even the game. They got a playable demo of the game. I've seen it. I've seen people playing it. Why did he not have it on his Switch that he pulls out of the cardboard box? They can't hook this dude up with the copy?
No idea. He's probably never played that. But I just it's like this, and the Hearthstone videos, they're just so cringe. And I'm just I just don't understand what's going on with marketing. Because and I'm sure, I don't know what your target demographic is, but for me it's very easy to see. It's age 25 to 34-year-old men. That is my primary demographic. And there is not a 30-year-old man that's going to watch this and get really, really excited.
Get hyped up.
If anything, they should have been hey, here's us playing it, and then hey, you sit next to someone, they can play it with you, and you're okay, cool. But instead they have this hey, I'm playing Diablo, and then he's at the end, he's oh no, what happened to you? Diablo got you? It's just
yeah, the lights go off. That's the special effect, is to turn the lights off. It's a night.
It's just come on, man.
I don't. Yeah, man, it was cringy, and it was not a good promotion video in my opinion either. But I don't really care, honestly. Cringy videos don't really bother me. It's okay. I'm used to them, I think, by this point.
Sure.
So it's the same. Fan. It's the same. Off topic for half a second. Did you watch any of the NVIDIA RTX release? Press conference?
Follow it, and I know the specs, but I didn't watch any of the videos.
Yeah, so I watched a lot of that live, and the head of NVIDIA that was up there talking, man, his jokes, dude.
It was bad.
It was bad. They were failing so bad.
Damn.
So I don't know. I kind of felt bad for him, but
yeah, I feel some of those guys think they're a lot more in touch with their own community.
I think you write the joke on a piece of paper and it's awesome, and then in reality you're
yeah. Yeah, there's definitely been that in WoW too, though. I've seen a lot of the developers or whatever, big people in WoW, come on stage and make some joke, and it's just crickets. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah.
All right, let's do this GameCon. I'm excited for this. I wish I knew. It's so hard to find, or at least for me, it was hard to find this info. I'm glad you were able to find it, and it was hard to. I want to watch it. I want to see this live, but I don't know if we can or where we can.
I don't think.
But if you guys are watching this and it's still gets posted on YouTube, I would love to see links, man. Show me your links.
Sure. I'm sure it'll be all over the internet by the time this posts to YouTube. If
this is a legit schedule, though, read that itinerary for us. Sure. Yeah.
So Gamescom. I'm sure I didn't know it's in Germany, so these are all EU times.
Yeah.
But basically tomorrow, which is probably, I don't even know.
Probably right now.
Yeah, it's probably now.
I don't know.
10:30 is opening. 11:15 Overwatch. 12:30 World of Warcraft. 1:15 StarCraft. 2:30 Heroes of the Storm, and at 3:45, save for last, is Diablo.
Right. And those, if those are out, I was trying to figure out those times. Are they going to talk for 45 minutes as an opening. Like, what do they have to talk about for 45 minutes? Like, what kind of intro takes 45 minutes? And then they got an hour and 15 minutes for Overwatch.
I mean, they always have a big intro. Like,
and like they got 45 minutes for WoW.
Yeah.
They got an hour 15 for StarCraft. Like, these time slots are huge. Like, what are they talking about?
No idea.
So I'm interested in an hour 15 for Heroes of the Storm. It surprises me that they have such a small block for WoW, but an hour 15 for everything else.
Yeah. Especially like, what could they talk about as WoW? It's like, hey, we've got all this crazy
successful
content
BFA
now.
is, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Whereas the other one's like, here's what we're working on.
But we don't have an ending block, so I don't know how much time is.
I think it's an hour and 15.
Diablo.
Hour and 15
for Diablo too.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it'd be so juicy.
And to further, speculate, they have announced big things at Gamescom in the past. They did announce Reapers of Souls at Gamescom.
Mm-hmm.
So before it came to BlizzCon. So that's, I mean, it could be juicy. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. But that is, to put that in perspective, that's 8:45 a.m. our time. So
8:45 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Yeah, for us.
For us, not live right now. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's already passed.
Right.
But I can't wait. I can't wait to see. Like, I really hope there's some way I can watch that live.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to find that.
From what people have been saying though, that it's like, it sounds like they're gonna have like an illustrator for the Diablo segment.
An illustrator.
Yeah. Like drawing Diablo things.
They're gonna draw stuff.
Yeah. Whatever
I don't want
means.
that.
Yeah.
Unless he's drawing a D and a 4.
Right, we said that too. And it's like the only thing. It's like, what if he's just drawing for an hour? And it's like, it's one of those things where, have you seen that before on the internet? Like, people draw something, you're like, what is he drawing? And then at the last minute, he like flips it up, it down.
Yeah, and it's like Diablo reveal. Oh my god, there's no way, dude. You're gonna get me all hyped up, and we're gonna get like Druid on D3, and I'm gonna cry. So that's weird. So if you would have asked me 3 months ago, would I be excited about a Druid character class expansion, I would have been like, yes. And now my expectations are D4. Like, they're so elevated. I want it so bad.
I'm sure we're gonna get it. It's just like, I would rather have D3 stuff now, man. Like, we're gonna get Diablo 4
I want it all
eventually. But
I want it all.
I'd be more psyched about Diablo 3 content and no D4 announcement than I would be about a D4 announcement in 2020.
Yeah. In the grand scheme of things, that's the right attitude to have.
Yeah.
But, I want some gameplay. I want to see it. Let's see it.
Yeah.
So if we're talking about D3 content, and if they put an expansion out, there's got to be some quality of life improvements, right? Some QOL. Let's talk about some QOLs.
Yeah.
There's a nice
huge
thread that you have.
And this is back from March, and I didn't even know this was a thing until like 2 weeks ago. Someone posted it in my stream. But this huge thing was made by this guy, Evil. And it is crazy detailed, and it's really, really well done. And I'll leave it in the description on the video on YouTube or whatever, and you guys can check it out. But it's got a lot of stuff that I told you, and it's a lot of stuff that we've talked about on the stream, for sure.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, we'll start with, so he's suggesting, first one is suggesting bringing gems, like, marquee, legendary gems, bringing it into like a gem bag that expands off your inventory.
Yep.
Which I like.
I like that.
Shouldn't take up room in your stash. The only thing I would suggest here is they should go further, and we've talked about this on the podcast before, is instead of it's like this would just get like cluttered, because especially late season, because you're gonna have like 1,000 gems that you just sitting there ready for augments. Like, they should just have like one of each, and you level the gem as high as you possibly can, and then they should just have like a crafting mat that is just like something you level for augments, because ultimately that's what all it is anyway.
I agree. It's gotta move to the cube, in my opinion. They need to make a second row for cube, and just you get 3 legendary gem slots just like the cube, and then augments can become something else.
Oh yeah, like a mat. Yeah.
Yep, 100% with you.
But yeah, I definitely like this taking up less stash space. Yeah.
Yep. I like it.
You wouldn't have to sort them and all that crap. Anyways, he's also saying add keys and infernal machines to the
and those
store.
Those could go to the is it consumables? What do they call the little tab on your inventory that has it? The consumables, right?
Yeah.
Where your mats go. Like they just throw keys on there.
Yeah.
Dude. Throw all that stuff on. I mean, your gyms could even go there. Yeah. Like there's no reason to even have the regular gyms
and they're shareable. A physical one. There's just no. Yeah, it makes so much more sense. That like keys and infernal machines makes even more sense than like legendary gems.
I'm with you
for sure. What else do we got? Upgrade chance, like you're going to be able to see the ones that, like a new UI for like leveling gems post Rift. But this kind of ties back into like this. I mean, this looks better than what it is now, but still, like it's so unnecessary. Just like it needs to be part of the build and have some kind of mat for augments.
If they eliminated the multiple gems, you could fit every single gem on that original level up screen.
Right.
And you could just keep pushing your max. Yep. You know, you wouldn't need it. The other thing I like is below that, he's got the, I might be getting ahead of myself, but he has the one with the selectable Kadala gambling. I think that's really cool. That's such a good idea. Yeah, there it is. Go down just a little bit more. And the selectable Kadala gambling, where you can choose the class that you want to gamble on.
Yeah. Instead of switching characters.
Yes, like that's the biggest time sink. Like you're always waiting for somebody. There's always somebody. Hold on, let me switch to my witch doctor real quick.
So if you guys can't see this, like it's like on the blood shard screen where you're spending shit. There's a tab at the bottom where you can select your class.
Yep. So like, and that's really cool.
And that'd be really nice in groups, because groups, it's, oh my god, it's so annoying when you're like doing rat runs and someone's like, hang on, let me go switch, and it's like, what?
Right.
Like these are supposed to be 2-minute clears. Yeah.
Right. Get on my witch doctor.
So yeah, that's super.
I'm just like, nope. You better spend them now.
Another nice thing is they suggest like moving Kadala and all the axe to like right next to the blacksmith, where it makes sense. Because it's like there's nothing worse than getting Act 3. Because it's like you work so far. And
does anybody spend time in anything but Act 1?
Act 2. Act 2 is fine. I find myself like if I get Act 5, Act 2, Act 1, like I'm fine. I don't really fucking care that much. But if I'm in Act 3, I'm like, oh no, I'm out of here, dude. And there's nothing worse than getting Act 3 when you're fishing. So you log in, you go down, you gotta repair first, and then you go all the way across. It's, ugh. And I feel like every single time I'm pushing, I get Act 3. And I'm just like, it's added annoyance. Like you're already annoyed when you're pushing a leaderboard. And then you get Act 3, and it's like, God fucking damn it.
I get so salty, man. So salty.
Yeah. All right, what else? Save 10 builds, and which I love. I mean, I want, because I have 2 Necros non-season just for builds. Like, I would love to be able to save like all of them. You'd see me doing a lot more non-meta shit if I could save off builds, but like I can only have 5 builds, and I use every single one every season on my Necro.
Yeah, I'm with you on the builds. Like even Necro is by far the worst, but you know, there's a lot of classes like Wizard, for example. There's more. I had 2 seasonal Wizards last season just because I couldn't keep all the builds I wanted on my Wizard, so I couldn't even experiment with builds because I couldn't save them. So
yeah,
I'm definitely with you on the 10.
Yeah, and he's also saying ability to abandon rifts instead of remaking game. So like you go talk to Auric in town, and he gives you the option of abandoning the rift.
Yep.
Which I think you could add to the menu itself. Like
you
just hit escape. Yeah. You just hit escape, and it's like leave, and then or abandon rift, and then it just ports you back to town or some shit.
With you.
On a 10-second timer, because otherwise hardcore people will just do that like crazy.
Yep.
After killing the cow queen, the cow level shuts. That would be great. Because
why shut doesn't it already?
No, it doesn't. You have to remake game if you open a cow level. It's so stupid. Same bandit shrine. Everyone has to hit the accept timer and gets ported in instead of like, hey guys, I got a bandit shrine. You know, if you're into running greed, which I never do. And I always make this argument, like, what do you think? How do you feel about running puzzle rings?
I don't. They get boring after a while, but they're a necessary. Like you need to have them. You know.
I disagree. Totally disagree.
You don't like running
I don't
them?
think that you should ever run a puzzle ring after like the first one.
So you think one puzzle ring should be enough gold for the entire season?
It's not about gold. Like you run one puzzle ring to get the whatever that boon of the hoarder.
The boon of the hoarder. Yeah.
And that you never touch it again. If you run out of gold, just stop empowering your rifts, dude. Like it's always gonna be worth it to just keep running T13 and get more and more gold because you're always gonna need keys. Only thing you get from puzzle rings is gold.
Yeah.
It is not worth your time. And I will argue this into the ground.
I run them for gold. I think it's a nice for a little bit, like 3-4 rings. It's a nice monotony breakup. You know, you can just all right. You can 100% go relax mode, not pay any attention,
sure,
and just kind of veg out. But
right.
it definitely gets old.
Right.
I usually stockpile them, and then once a week I'll burn them all up.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree. I think that I don't know. You don't get the same amount of gold out of a T13, even with Avarice Band Boon of the Hoarder.
No,
gold.
I'm not saying you get as much gold in T13.
You don't stack up like you do.
But you don't get keys out of a puzzle ring. Like it's not worth your time.
I'm with you.
So it's just like that's time you could have spent doing a normal rift. You get a ton of gold if you run Boon of the Hoarder. Plus you get keys, which is the most important resource.
Yep.
So it's just. I always tell people
I don't have a problem with the puzzle rings.
I don't
I'm glad
either.
they're there.
I like more modes. It's just like it's just not worth it. It's just not.
The cow levels are cool too. Like cow levels are really just there for the experience pools, you know. But I still run them. We still do them just for fun,
right?
And the conquest, you know, get the gold streak conquest. So
for bounties, I really like this. I don't know if they'd be overpowered. I don't think it would be, but for bounties, if you have one player in the game, it's just like there's one bounty per act.
Okay. One bounty per act for one player. 2 people.
2 bounties.
2 bounties.
3, 4, 4.
Eliminate the split farming, but that promotes a solo play.
Does it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because, dude, you know that you can do 1 bounty faster than 5 people could do 5 per act.
Sure.
Because you know you're going to be fast. You know.
What if there was just like one more? So 1 is 2 per act, 2 is 3 per act, 3 is 4 per act, and 4 is the way it is. Split farming already.
Yeah.
I think that would work a little bit better.
That would help. I think that'd be cool. It'd be cool to be able to do them solo and not be punished so hard.
I don't.
But you'd have to eliminate people sharing them. You'd have to eliminate.
Yeah. I think that should be a thing already, man. Like it really should. It's fun to like do the bounty giveaways in chat and stuff, but I'd rather like not. Like I'd rather not be allowed to do that. Like
I don't ever want to do a bounty again in my life, so please don't change that, Blizzard. Okay.
Yeah. Also, this.
But I actually agree.
Right.
I agree.
Uber's redesigned, so like you would see which ones you had actually done. The portal color changes after you've actually done that, because sometimes I'm sure we've all been there. Like you're doing Uber runs and you're like, which one did I do already? And you go back into the one.
Yeah. So I like that too.
Yeah.
Ubers need some love in general.
Yeah. It's just like this thing you do. I wish they were so much harder. I'm sure they're so much harder.
But they wouldn't be. Eventually, you'd overpower them. That's just the way it works.
Not necessarily. What if it was like, they're GR100 ready? I don't know.
But we could smash 100s.
Yeah, some people. Most people, no. I don't know. But yeah, that would only benefit the top players.
You'd overpower them eventually. They need to be.
I would just want actual mechanics, like we saw in Lost Ark, where like, okay, he's got a damage phase, you have to avoid it, and it's just like the things we're experiencing in WoW right now. It's like you got to do some stupid mechanic, and it's part of the fight, and if you fail it, you die. Like I'd like to see.
You played that game?
No,
you play WoW?
Fuck WoW. All right. What else? Oh yeah, and you return directly once you're done. You port back to town and walk back to the stupid house. You just go right back to the house, which would be really, really nice.
Really cool.
What else we got? Yeah, and so now there's like he's suggesting tiered Ubers, so like you can make them much more difficult and get more rewards based on how.
That's a start.
Yeah,
that's a start. You know,
right?
Greater Rift Ubers levels.
Yeah.
You know,
so he's got
I'm down.
the Uber interface up, and you can select what level they are, and then
maybe this could drop some kind of special item that's usable besides crafting mats.
Sure.
You know, maybe they have a higher percentage of primal drop rate. Something. I don't know. There's a way that you can make Ubers cool. Like Ubers are there and they're cool. They just need a little love. You know, and I think that'd be a start.
Right.
So
this would be better.
I would
this
hate
would be
to
better
have to
either.
Uber farm. I would hate to have to Uber farm.
This would be better either way for people that are like, it's such cheese, right? For the power level characters that are at this point, Uber farming is just ridiculously stupid. Like,
right.
It's just time consuming and annoying, and like you never get what you want. But so if you could do this at the very least, it would maybe reduce the amount of farming you have to do on them, which is a good thing, but still something you have to do as a certain class. What else? Legendary potions are now part of the build, just like in the cube, which I think should be a thing, obviously.
Yep. Did you already? Oh no, I think you're almost there. Okay, I was ahead of you.
So yeah, you select, and it gets saved to the build, which would be great. Like right now, the legendary potion doesn't get saved to the build, and like sometimes you won't even notice because you're like, "What? Where's my potion?"
They got to do Paragon point prioritization too,
right?
You know.
The Mystic now displays damage, toughness, and recovery changes from replacing things. So like when you pick, like, say, Vitality on a weapon, it shows you how much damage you're going to lose over the stat that's already selected on, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Like that.
It's good for new players.
This one I like a lot.
Yeah, this is what we've always talked about. Like, this is kind of like the Primal Dust. So he's saying, like, Hadrig's Lost Hammer is a legendary consumable. Use this item to forge an enchanted property on an ancient legendary, allowing a new property to be enchanted. This item gets destroyed in the process. So like a consumable, like we've been talking about, where you basically, like, so you get an item and you can reforge one property on it. That's how it works already. Yep. And so then this is saying, okay, use the hammer on it to lock that reforged item in place and then reforge it again.
Yep, lets you reforge a new stat.
Right.
And then if you got another one, you could reforge a new stat. So eventually you could make
Is he saying limitless, or is he? I don't know if he's saying it's limitless because he's only got one green hammer.
The item gets used up in the process. You'd have to get a new drop.
No,
right?
But he isn't showing any with multiple green hammers, so I'd assume it's not limitless because you could only do it once. Because I feel like that would be too powerful, unless it's super rare.
Yeah, so that's I'm saying take this to a level where it drops like a cube, only more rare.
I know what you're saying, yeah.
And then just let you eventually, you can make your primal item, you know, if you get, but it'd have to be super, super rare, you know, super rare.
Right.
But when you got it though, you'd be really excited.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, everyone would be go crazy for this new consumable.
Yep.
But, you know, that's the thing that we talk about. Like, so if you get a primal, you could be excited finally to get primals because you could break them down.
You could fix it.
Right. What else? This is you can pick what your cosmetic items will pick up in some like new user interface.
Pets. Yeah.
Which, you know, we talk about every freaking week.
Let it pick up only one of the three. Is that what it looks like?
I mean, on this interface, it kind of looks like the followers. So you pick like one.
Yeah, they better pick them all up.
Yeah. Oh, it's equipped with charm. Like, I don't know. But yeah, basically a pet that picks up anything but gold, which I don't know Blizzard will ever give us. You know,
that takes too much out of the game. Yeah. I think they have to make us be miserable to enjoy the game. Like that's what people don't get. Like we want everything handed to us, and then that takes the fun out too. Right. So you got to be a little miserable to enjoy yourself. I don't really understand why, but you do.
Yeah, but this like goes back like someone took the time to make all of this.
To Photoshop all this stuff up.
Yeah, and it's like, man, like Blizzard, like utilize your community with Diablo. Oh my gosh, like do you have all these people that are just like they're so excited. They're so willing to like test up, to come up with ideas, to play your game. Like, just listen or interact with the community in some way, man. Like, it's crazy.
And maybe we'll see these in D4, you know, maybe we'll see them, you know. I don't know what we're going to get, but if we don't get quality of life improvements in D4, then that's going to feel really bad when you have threads like this out there and people suggesting all these ideas all the time, you know? So
I think, anything that breaks up like the flow of the game at the very least should be fixed in Diablo 4. Like, you know, fishing, like you leave and you come back, or switching characters, you leave. Anything that,
I think time gating is always a thing that they consider, and I think some of these decisions are made to time gate things because they're like, we need to slow people down to get to slow progress. We can't give them too much progress, and I think over time, like this happens in so many games, and over time the developers soften up to like, okay, this really does suck. We're going to get rid of it for you. Like, I think they know this in the start. Like they had to know when they made the pet that picks up gold, like how cool would it be if it picked up all the items? Like they had to have known that. They're just like, well, we can't give them all that. So, you know, I don't know, but that's cool, man. Evil did an awesome job with those mock-ups, dude. Sure, so man, if you watch this podcast, man, my hat's off to you. That was some good stuff, dude. Switching gears, we spent the whole podcast on Diablo talk, which is awesome, but there are some other things I want to talk about. The first of them, did you see the flack that Ninja was getting over saying that he won't play with female players? And what are your thoughts on this? I have opinion. I'm sure you have an opinion.
Yeah, dude.
What's your opinion, dude?
Okay, like, so first and foremost, it's hilarious because like every content creator ever makes a video about this, because if you just put Ninja on the face of your YouTube video, like people, you just get 100,000 more views or some shit.
Right.
But I mean, it's weird. It's weird to talk about, because like obviously girls and girlfriends are gonna have a problem with, you know, they're going to be a little jealous if you're playing, especially with like someone on Twitch. Like generally girls that stream on Twitch, you know, maybe they're attractive
and that's a little provocative.
Maybe.
Yeah. They like show a little skin. Sure. Maybe not all.
No, not at all.
We're not saying that. Right. So don't kill us.
Here comes the hate.
We're not saying that.
But yeah, and so, you know, I could see a girlfriend getting jealous at that, and then, you know, it'd be like, you know what, I'm just not even gonna play with them because I don't even want to like deal with that drama, which is.
But I don't even think that was his deal. I think his deal was that he says he doesn't play with females because he doesn't want rumors to start that he's playing with somebody because they're female, or that he's attracted to them, or that they have a side thing going on, or if they ever go to the same event that, oh, they're hooking up. And like, I understand all of it, and I think me personally, I understand his opinion and I semi agree with it. And if I were in his shoes, I probably might have the same stance. My wife is extremely trusting. We have a great relationship. I don't think it would be about mistrust at all between us. I think it would be about the flack that you would get for Ninja only plays with her because she's a chick, or, you know, he's hooking up with her. That's why he's playing with her. And things like that. And it's like, you can avoid all of that drama altogether. Just, you know, cut it out. At the same side, if I were a female streamer, I'd be like, you know what? F you, dude. You know, like, so I don't know, man.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, and I agree with a lot of it. Like, you know, it's Twitch chat, right? Like, they can be pretty toxic, and, you know, like, yeah, shit like that happens all the time. Where like, internet blows up and rumors start and it's ridiculous. But like, let's step this back, right? To say, and this happens all the freaking time, you work with someone that's attractive, and like maybe you bring your wife to a work function and she sees this other person, and you've like, maybe at home you're like, you know, oh yeah, you know, Stacy and I are working on this project tomorrow, and then she goes to work with you, she sees Stacy's like this smoking hot girl. And then it's the same fucking thing.
Then it's weird. Because you're like, oh, you're working with Stacy today, huh?
Right.
You know? And it's just like, oh, had to work late with Stacy today.
Right.
Like, I get it, man. I get it.
So it's
I
like
think
we have to deal with that in real life. So how's it any different on the Twitch platform?
But in real life, you don't. You don't go to work and say, I refuse to work with Stacy.
No,
you're just
right.
like, okay, you know,
it's like, this is something we have to deal with in real life. So why isn't something that we can deal with on Twitch?
I think that I respect his opinion to do that, and that's totally cool. And there might be things going on we don't know. Maybe one of them had some infidelity issues in the past.
Sure.
You know, maybe some Doc Disrespect style of stuff happened to him.
Just had to throw some shade out there, huh?
I mean, when the fame and money can screw with people.
Sure.
You know, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
Sure.
And it could just be that he's a really smart dude and he's not trying to get trapped. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I feel like if he's a really smart dude, he'd just avoid playing with girls and not like take a social stance on it. I don't know.
Just never admit to it, never say anything. Yeah. I wouldn't have said anything personally. I don't know why he said that in the first place, but who cares? I mean, I'm not making $15 million a year either, so whatever.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
so I don't know.
I could see it. Like, you could definitely, like, I could see, a girlfriend getting jealous and it would cause drama, and I could see Twitch chat going crazy with it. But at the same time, like, this is something that happens in real life all the time, and couples get jealous. I would hope that, if you're a huge person on Twitch, a huge personality on Twitch, like one of us ever makes it big, and like, one of the big Diablo 4 streamers is a female, like, why? Of course we should be able to play with her. It might be a big deal personally, but like,
I wouldn't go kicking it with her, probably, just out of respect to my wife and to avoid rumors like that. If we go to BlizzCon, I'd say, hey, what's up? But you're not going to catch me in an after party with her at, midnight having drinks like that, but it just depends on what's going on, like, I don't know, like my relationship, I think, is extremely trusting. Like I trust my wife 100%. She could tell me that she's got to work late with a male coworker and I'm cool. I'm like, all right, do what you got to do, so who knows, man. It's interesting though. People were very strong opinionated about it, and I'm like, dude, he could play with whoever he wants to play with. That's his opinion, and if you don't like him because he doesn't play with females, that's your opinion. You're welcome to have that. It's like, don't watch him then if that's what you
I mean,
you don't like it.
And that's another thing too. Is like, I mean, ultimately, every Twitch streamer, like, it's their platform. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And Quinn was like talking about that this week. He's like, you know what? In the past, I've been like really nice to, like, some people come in here and they like shit on me or shit on my community. Like, people should be entitled to say whatever they want. And he's like, but this week he's like, I'm just like fucking done with it. Like, this is my stream and this is like my personal forum. And if I don't like something you're saying, like, I can just fucking kick you out of here. Like, I don't know why I don't do that more, is what he's saying. So it's like,
yeah, I've had that opinion a little bit, and I think for a smaller streamer, I think that's not super common. I think your size dictates how much you're willing to put up with typically on Twitch.
Sure.
And I've had people come in and it's like they just push the limit of like things they can do to not quite get banned. But it's like one of those things where, like, I want to ban this motherfucker so bad. Like, I wish they would say something stupid so I could ban him, because they're riding that line the whole time. And then eventually I thought about it. It's like, if I'm uncomfortable with them being here, why? It's my stream. Like, why am I putting up with it?
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, sorry, dude. See you later. And you can hate me if you want. I don't care.
And I've been on the other side of that. 'Cause there's sometimes where someone comes in and, like, maybe they're shitting on, like, something I do or something I've done in the past or whatever, and like they just keep pushing my buttons, and like, to me, like, not letting that person say what they want to say and like banning them, it's almost like they won. And so it kind of pisses me off too if like one of my moderators will like ban someone right away if they say something just like real shitty, unless it's like, obviously racist or just stupid or whatever, like they just get banned anyways. But if it's someone like attacking me, then it's just like, because I just like, I want to like actually have a conversation about it. But I mean, I see any sides of that. It's just there's no right path, really.
Nope. It sucks all around. But it's interesting though. I'm just super surprised he said anything. I was like, really? Why would you even say that? You didn't even have to say that.
Sure.
So,
but why would you admit on Twitch.tv that you've cheated? I mean, like, there's so many. What? We could go down that rabbit hole too.
It's Doc, dude. That was such a publicity stunt, dude. Or it got turned into one. I mean, I'm sure he did. I think he did. But did you see, dude, the way that was marketed was fucking genius.
What?
Genius. It was genius, dude.
What do you mean?
All right, let me break this down. If you guys don't know what we're talking about Doc Disrespect. And, oh, God, I don't know. 8 months ago, I guess, maybe longer than that. I don't remember.
The end of last year.
The end of last year, he comes on stream one day. It's a 2-minute stream. And he says he's not in his costume for like maybe the first time ever. I don't know. Yeah, and he's not in his costume. And he says, hey, guys, you know, I got to tell you, I'm not going to be around for a little while. I fucked up. I cheated on my wife, basically, is what he said. Yeah. And then he ends the stream. Like, that was it. He's like, I'm not going to be here for a while. I don't know when I'm coming back.
Wasn't that
I got to take care of my shit.
Crying and stuff.
Yeah, like he was, you know, he was upset.
Clearly upset about it. Yeah.
And so he, you know, that's it. And then you don't see him for a month. You don't hear anything for a month, maybe almost 2 months, maybe. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden you see this Doc's Back, you know, YouTube video that he produces. And then you see, you know, everybody's talking about it. And then his Twitter feed has the link to this Doc's Back thing. And for like 2 or 3 days, they promoted this Doc's Back. Here's the date. Here's the time. They even had in the promo, they had a picture of his wife who does the whole like feed him food with the knife thing on the stream and shit. And like they hyped it up, man. They played into it extremely well. And his comeback stream, he had 400,000 viewers, man.
Yeah.
Because they hyped the shit out of it. They turned it into
But he didn't, like, it didn't really, I mean, he got a ton of viewership, but like his sub numbers like didn't like skyrocket. So he didn't really gain anything from it.
I watched that stream, and in a over an hour period, he had several $100,000 donated to him. I mean, he paid his house off in one stream, you know?
Sure.
So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's successful.
I still kind of tend to lean toward, like, maybe I'm a bit more like skeptical, but I still think it's like either one, the person that was trying to blackmail him that he cheated on his wife with.
Oh, probably.
And so he's trying to beat her to the punch. Or two, his wife is that kind of person that's just like, you're going to tell the world you're a piece of shit, or like, we're done.
Yeah. And
those are the two things I think.
Yeah, probably both of those happen.
And then the publicity is just a nice bonus.
The publicity is like, all right. And then he bought her a Porsche with the money. So, like, it's cool that he got from that stream. I think she had a new car the next week. He said, like, I don't know, man. Right. Doc's, I love Doc. Don't get me wrong. Sure. I'm not knocking him. Everybody fucks up. And I'm not saying that's forgivable. That's for him and his wife to work out. That's on them. That's not my call. Everybody fucks up, though. I don't care who you are. Nobody's perfect, man. I fucked up. Everybody's fucked up and made bad choices.
I agree with that.
Doc's. Yeah. He plays WoW. Okay, so speaking of playing WoW.
What's up?
I found out that you are a closet WoW player.
What do you mean? What do you keep saying closet WoW player? What does that even mean?
Because
we played on stream.
I know. That's how I found out you actually played. Like, nobody, you're going to be like, I'm just good. Nobody, like, you're a pretty good tank, man. I'm not going to lie.
I literally don't play WoW. So if you're about to say I'm a closet WoW player because I'm good at tanking, I am good at tanking because I played in the #1 raid guild on EverQuest 2 for like 3 years. That's why I'm good at WoW.
You understand mechanics, you understand abilities.
Yes, because EverQuest 2 is like WoW on fucking crack, dude.
You're like, hey man, did you use your Swiftman and regrowth in that scenario right there?
I never said that.
I think you should have used
the
your
whole
iron
time
bark right
I'm like,
there,
what does that mean? I don't even understand what that means.
This guy.
Get the fuck
no,
out of here,
but
dude.
so what are your thoughts, man? I actually have been having a great time. I've been having a great time with this expansion. And I don't necessarily think this expansion's any better than any other expansion, but I think that the community of people, like, playing with you was a blast, playing with other streamers, and then playing with my community. It's been a lot of fun. I've had a great time.
Sure.
So
I think, I mean, it's a good game. And so, like, a lot of people have been asking, like, okay, you must be tired of Diablo because you're playing WoW. And I couldn't disagree more. If you guys see me playing WoW, it's not because I'm tired of Diablo. It's just not, period. It's just because, like, I want to understand the WoW phenomena, and I never really have. And so to me, it's more of like, I'm really interested to see, like, what does the super endgame look like in WoW? I've never done mythics, and like doing that mythic with you, the other, like that was my first mythic ever, and I want to understand like Mythic Plus. I've never really raided in WoW besides like LFR and Mr. Pandaria super fucking casually. So it's just like it's not that I'm like, because I'm not tired of Diablo. I'm just not. I have resilience to being for some reason, but
I have my Diablo-ish. Like, I'm not tired of Diablo, but I'm having a lot of fun on other games.
Sure.
So like when I stream Diablo and I play Diablo, I have a good time, and I'm like, this is fun, and I'm loving it. It's great. But I also have a lot of fun playing other games right now because we've had the same meta for 9 months or 12 months or however long it's going to end up being. And so other things are appealing. It's like, hey, I've had steak every day for 6 months.
Yeah.
Does that piece of pizza look really good sitting over there? You're damn right it does. And I'm going to love the pizza. Doesn't mean I don't like steak anymore. I just, I've had a lot of steak. Give me a piece of pizza. That's kind of my feelings on it.
And I think that's why, like, we talk about this so many times, but like, that's why Diablo's so good. Because Diablo, you can go play whatever you want. And guess what? Diablo is going to be that sexy little booty call you call at the end of the night.
Right. You're like, know what?
Don't even worry about it. So, yeah.
I'll be right here waiting for you, baby. So, I've had a great time. It's been fun.
I feel like it's going to hit the same pitfalls, just from what I've noticed.
Yeah, every game's going to get stale. I think Diablo has a lasting appeal factor to me that has stood the test of time. Like, no matter what, I always go back to Diablo. I'll quit games and I'll never touch them again. But if I stop playing Diablo for a brief period to try other things, I always go back for some reason. I'm always like, you know what? Let's play Diablo.
A really good way of saying that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I've never quit Diablo. Well, I take it back. Vanilla, the auction house, I eventually did quit. And then like a week after I quit, they're like, hey, we're getting rid of it. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I'm coming back.
You're like, yeah, let's do it. Yeah. And then you have a little note on here about Quinn.
Oh yeah. Quinn and I'm a big supporter of Quinn's stream. So like, I'll usually have it up like when I'm not doing anything or when I'm at work or whatever. And he was talking about how he likes in World of Warcraft, especially, is like when you log into the game, you have so much stuff to do and that you need to do that it almost feels like a job. But the job is the video game. And he was saying that like that is amazing. And I was like thinking about that. I was like, I think I kind of feel the same way, because I do like when I log in, I'm like, oh, I feel like overwhelmed because like there's just so much stuff I need to do, and that's kind of like the start of the seasons. Like for everyone, it's like, oh man, I got to unlock my primal rift. I got to get my set going. I got to get this build going. I got to get all these things, and like it's just yeah.
And WoW does that better than any game ever in the history of life. Like that game makes you love farming, even though you hate it. You love to hate WoW. And like an example is they have these expedition things now, and you have to go do expeditions to earn a bunch of, currency. Long story, but I don't really like them. But you have to do 5 or 6 of them a week to knock this thing out. Yeah. And I hate them. I don't think they're fun.
Yeah.
But I still did it today. I spent, an hour grinding this shit out.
Them. Like they have quests. And it's like the quests don't really. I don't know if they're bugged or I just don't understand.
No, I'll explain it to you off stream. Cool. I'll teach you, young Padawan. I'll teach you. You're welcome.
What's your gear score?
So,
what's your light level?
My light level, my light level, 330.
That's cool. I'm 335.
Nice.
I swear to God, I am.
I've never played WoW before. 335 over here.
Just good.
This guy's drop luck carries over from Diablo.
Yeah, I got
to WoW too.
Won that whole night. Great.
Telling you. Do you wanna talk about these other? Let's save these other things.
Yeah,
we've gone over a little bit.
Over. Yeah.
We'll do a couple questions. We'll just do a couple of them.
Okay.
Snuff asked. He says, as of right now, some articles on the Switch release show how cosmetics are only available to the Switch. Wings, armor, pets. Would you like to see those things available to everybody if they bought the Switch version? So all the consoles would get those pets. Me personally, no. I think they're very Nintendo oriented anyways. I think they kind of belong on that console.
Yeah, you shouldn't get Zelda shit on.
Yeah,
those make
so
sense.
me personally, no. And because I think that's just a scumbaggish way to get people to buy the game.
Yeah.
Although I did that for like deluxe editions to get wings for like Overwatch and stuff. So I don't know, man. I mean, I probably would. If they had wings, wings are my thing. I like wings. I think they look cool. So if they had some cool looking wings, I would do it.
I mean, if you buy, I don't know, if you buy Diablo for Switch, you should be able to get those cosmetics on every platform.
You think so? You agree?
At least PC. I don't know.
At least screw everybody else. Just give it to PC.
Yeah. I don't care about them.
I don't really care either way. I would say no because they're very Nintendo themed cosmetics. So, but I don't really care either way. I wouldn't buy it for that unless they had wings that are dope. Then I would.
Right.
Nephilim says, if ThaPChild and Lord Fluffy were both single and in a bar, who would pull more phone numbers?
Are you kidding me?
It's not even a question, dude.
Are you kidding me?
It's not even a question. I would kill him.
So cute.
And here's why. Here's my logic. Here's my logic. Here's my logic. See, I've watched Fluff play his little drinking game on stream before. I don't remember what you call it. Drinko. I think Fluff would get trashed in like the first hour or so, and then
you clearly didn't watch the full stream because I'm always the one that's like fine at the end of the night. Everyone else around me is fucked.
He'd be like, "Hey, girl, watch me drink this hot sauce or something," and I'd be like, "Oh,
yeah,
okay." I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
I mean, it's easy. That's an easy answer. Easy question.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nephilim.
Free Trade says, do you pay attention to other popular esports games like Dota 2?
I do not follow MOBAs at all. I may follow some COD just because it's like pretty much the only relevant shooter besides CS. And I can't get into CS. It just moves like so fucking slow to me. So
yeah.
Even World War II is hard to watch. It's
the only maybe esport game is StarCraft 2 when it was more popular 5 or 6 years ago. I don't remember how long exactly, but I for a little brief period of like 3 months, I wanted to be a good StarCraft player, and I was really like watching Day9. I don't know if you guys know who Day9 is, but he's like one of the OG streamers, and like he made his thing with StarCraft. And I was watching Day9 videos and like trying to get good, and I was watching the games and comps and stuff. And then once I watched the pro people play, I realized, fuck that. I don't want to be a pro StarCraft player. So those guys are just on another level.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
Their actions per minute, their clicks per minute, or I forget what they call it now. I think it's clicks per minute, actions per minute.
So do you think there's like natural, like, is it genetics to make?
I think it's a lot of things. I think it's repetition for one. Like their brain is trained to like check these processes all the time. 2, I think that they're good genetics, smart, quick twitch reactions.
Yep.
I think it's a combination. I think it's a combination of everything.
So why do you think I'm good at WoW? I was a pro gamer, dude.
Because you play it.
No, I don't.
You beat me to 120. I'm like chilling, doing my thing, and you're like, "Hey, you ever gonna hit 120,
dude?" Plus, that was a DH. The mobility, man. It's just not even fair.
DH is sick. We got one more.
Okay.
Ragnaros says, call or text.
Text.
And I think the context of this is, I don't know.
Would you rather?
It depends on the situation.
What situation would you want to call someone?
If it's like information where I need to get actual real info, like I hate playing the don't understand what you're asking me game. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're just going through your text, having a back and forth when it's just like, you could just fucking call me. Just tell me. Just call me.
I disagree.
Yeah, I think I'm a call person.
I'm definitely a text person. Text
I'm gonna call you and be like, "Hey, are we gonna meet at Buffalo Wild Wings at like 6 o'clock tonight?"
I
Yeah. All right. Cool. Bye.
And you'll never guess what my voicemail is. Why are you calling me? Just send me a text. It's literally.
Does it really say that?
Yes.
Oh man. Yeah, I'd rather be like, "Yo, meet me at the restaurant at 6. Hang up." Just get it done.
Are you not a fast texter? Because I feel like it's faster to text that than talking. You gotta wait for the call, connect. Hey,
I'd probably text that. That's just an example of, All
right.
Like, hey, are you gonna wake up and get BlizzCon tickets?
Nope.
Or a call.
I mean, I didn't answer. You should have been like, yo, shit, I got you, son.
I got you. Buy an extra ticket. Yep. I guess I should have, and then I could have scalped it if you would have bought yours.
Yeah, exactly. You could have made a profit.
Who knows? That's it, man. We got more stuff to talk about, but we're out of time.
Yep.
So we'll have to carry some of this stuff over for next week. What ideas do you want for next week? You got some thoughts?
I would like to continue. Like, I don't know that I love these double ideas for season themes. Mm-hmm. If the seasons are 7 deadly sins, we have 6 seasons left. Based on those names, what are we gonna see? And don't fucking do double, guys.
I don't want to see stuff that we think it's going to be. I want to see ideas for stuff it can be.
Yeah.
So we're getting stuff that we think, because our expectations are so low right now that we're like double this, double that. Let's raise the bar a little bit, guys. Come on, let's get some.
Our expectations though, because you just talking about how you're like, oh, this better be getting D4 announcement.
God, dude, we're not.
The world.
We're not. You want to take a bet on that?
All right. What do you want to do? If I win, do we get the dress ThaPChild?
Okay. If they announce, okay, yeah, we could do this. Because I got to think of something good. We're gonna think of something.
Yeah.
If they do a D4 official announcement, is like, it can't be a hint. It has to be an official D and a 4. All right, Diablo 4, D and a 4 on screen. Doesn't have to have a release date, but it has to be like coming, like Diablo 4. If it's cryptic, doesn't count.
Okay.
Do you agree?
I mean, I said 50-50 because this is a flip of a coin for me right now.
I mean, do you want the dress pick or not?
What do I like? What happens?
I don't know. Lose? What do I get?
Mm.
I'm gonna have to think about this.
Right.
I'm gonna have to think about
this.
Get
back to me on that.
Yeah, we're gonna think about something good. How about you shave that head?
No. You have a beautiful head of hair. No way. And I have a misshaped head, at the very least. I am not meant to be bald.
He says no. That's not an even trade. That picture is not worth the shaved head. All right, we'll think of something.
Yeah.
We'll think of something. So,
right on.
That's it. That's all I got. So we will catch you guys next week for episode 17. My name is ThaPChild. You can find me everywhere at ThaPChild.
And I am Lord_Fluffy. Double those underscores on the Twitters. See you guys. Peace out.
Peace.